Deep within the shadowy hollows of Adams, Tennessee, a legend was born. It was a tale whispered on the wind, a chilling chronicle of the Bell Witch. The year was 1817, and the air hung heavy with dread. A veil of mist clung to the woods, shrouding the towering trees in an eerie embrace. It was here, in this desolate expanse, that the Bell family's nightmare began. This was no ordinary evil that stalked the Bell farm. It was a malevolent entity known only as the Bell Witch. The stories of the Bell Witch's reign of terror spread like wildfire, each telling more harrowing than the last. The disturbances began subtly, almost imperceptibly. Strange noises emanated from the shadows, whispers, knocks, and the dragging of heavy chains. The family dismissed them at first, attributing the unsettling sounds to the creaking of an old house or the rustling of animals in the night. However, the incidents grew bolder, more insistent, as if the unseen entity was testing its power, gauging their fear. Then came the physical attacks. Betsy Bell, the youngest daughter, became the primary target of the entity's wrath. It pinched her, pulled her hair, and left scratches on her arms. Her screams pierced the night, a symphony of terror that echoed through the empty rooms. The family watched in horror, powerless to stop the torment inflicted upon their beloved Betsy. As the haunting escalated, the entity's true nature became horrifyingly clear. It craved chaos, relished in their suffering. It poisoned John Bell's food, causing him excruciating pain. It disrupted their sleep, filling their nights with terrifying visions and screams. The Bell family was teetering on the edge of madness. News of the haunting reached General Andrew Jackson, a hero of the War of 1812. Jackson was unafraid of any earthly foe. He scoffed at the tales of the Bell Witch. Determined to debunk the rumors, Jackson set out for the Bell farm. Upon arriving, Jackson's skepticism wavered. An oppressive atmosphere hung over the farmhouse. The wagons suddenly ground to a halt. An unseen force held them captive. Jackson barked orders, but their efforts proved futile. Then a mocking voice filled the air. It taunted Jackson, revealing intimate details of his life. The soldiers looked to their general for guidance. Jackson felt a chill of fear run down his spine. The Bell Witch had challenged him, and he knew he was facing something truly evil. Section 4. Jackson's Encounter, A President's Peril. The voice tormented Jackson and his men, revealing secrets and hurling insults. It mocked Jackson's ambition and ruthlessness. The soldiers, their nerves frayed, murmured amongst themselves. One soldier, Lewis, fired a shot into the darkness. The report echoed, momentarily silencing the entity. A tense silence descended, broken only by their ragged breathing. Then, a blood-curdling scream pierced the night. Lewis lay writhing in agony, his body contorted unnaturally. His eyes, wide with terror, stared blankly ahead. Jackson, grim-faced, watched as his men carried Lewis back to the wagon. He knew then he had underestimated the Bell Witch. As they retreated, the witch's laughter echoed, a chilling reminder of their powerlessness. Section 5. The legacy lingers. A ghastly reminder. Defeated but not broken, Jackson and his men fled the Bell farm, leaving the family to their fate. The haunting continued for several years, tormenting the Bells relentlessly. John Bell, his health failing under the strain of the relentless attacks, eventually succumbed to the entity's curse. Even in death, the Bell Witch refused to relinquish its hold. reportedly disrupting John's funeral and mocking his mourners. Despite the horrors they endured, the Bell family never abandoned their home. They persevered, their spirits unbroken by the malevolent entity. Years later, the haunting abruptly ceased. As mysteriously as it began, the entity, its thirst for vengeance seemingly quenched, vanished into the ether, leaving behind an eerie silence and a legacy of terror. The Bell Witch's reign of terror left an indelible mark on the region, its legend woven into the fabric of local folklore. The story of the Bell Witch became a cautionary tale, whispered around campfires and recounted in hushed tones. It served as a reminder that some forces defy explanation, that darkness can lurk in the most unexpected places, and that some evils are best left undisturbed. The Bell Farm, once a place of peace and prosperity, stood as a silent testament to the horrors that transpired within its walls. The land, forever tainted by the witch's presence, remained untouched, shunned by those who feared awakening the slumbering evil. The Bell Witch may have vanished, but its memory lingered, a ghostly presence that haunted the hearts and minds of all who dared to whisper its name. Section 6. The Bell Witch. Today, a macabre tourist attraction. Today, the legend of the Bell Witch continues to captivate and terrify. The Bell Witch Cave, a shadowy grotto on the former Bell property, is a popular destination for those seeking the supernatural. Tourists flock to the site, drawn by the allure of the unknown. The air inside the cave is thick with anticipation, sending shivers down the bravest visitor's spine. The darkness presses in, broken only by flickering flashlights and nervous chatter. Visitors report strange noises, cold spots, and disembodied voices, fueling the belief that the Bell Witch's spirit still lingers.